Well, welcome everyone. Thanks so much again for joining me on a Monday morning for our Monday motivational meetings. And I am recording these, so you'll be able to look back. I'm working on trying to organize my, get a little bit more electronically and digitally set up here. So when you go to my website, I'm working on my website now and renewing it. You'll be able to have access to all of the old videos that we've done for our Monday meetings, and they'll be on YouTube. So I've got a YouTube station set up and working on all of that access through my website. So today, let's see. Today we're talking about digital assets. And my name's Gail Prechtel, and I'm the founder of New Med Concepts. I believe you all have my contact information. So if you have any questions at all or would like to reach out to me, please do. So digital assets, what are they? Today, this is what we're going to review, what they are, where to find them, the best use of the assets, and what kind of support there is for us. So right now, I know you're all fully aware that there are no services available, and especially not in North Carolina right now. So there's probably about a third of the whole world's population right now that's in lockdown because of COVID-19. So, which is good because it's, the virus has fewer people to infect. So the epidemic will start to come down naturally, and we're starting to see that, leveling out the curve, as they say. But we really don't know when we're going to be back to work. I know everyone's anxious to hear what the president has to say tomorrow, implementing some programs for starting to get people back to work. But we're really not sure about our industry yet. So we'll soon find out, hopefully. But this is going to change our industry, and I do believe that there will be regulatory changes. And even if there is not regulatory changes, I think this is a great time for us to take pause and really think about our industry, how we want to communicate with people, how we want to assist people in services. So we'll have to think very seriously, not only to protect our clients, but protect ourselves. I mean, this is our livelihood, and you need to be as healthy as possible. So what can we do now, and what can we do for our future? So when I talk about digital marketing, it brings me back to one of my favorite movies. And I didn't realize, this really dates me because there's a lot of people that haven't even seen this movie. And I think we're going on like 20 years. And I think they're coming up this spring or summer. There was supposed to be the third Matrix. So I don't know if any of you are Matrix fans, but that should be coming up. I thought June or July. All that might get delayed because of the pandemic. I'm not sure, but that movie should be coming out again. But there was one scene in this, and of course I love Keanu Reeves too, but there was one scene in the movie where he's going to see the Oracle, and he meets up with this little boy, and he's trying to find out, the great mysteries of the universe, and if he's the one. And he talks to the spoon boy, and the spoon boy was bending spoons with his mind. And the spoon boy says, "Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible." And then the spoon boy goes on to say, "Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself." And we talked about that a little bit last week too, about mindset. And it really is all about our mindset, looking at things differently. And when we come up to challenges, facing challenges in a different way. And it's usually not that we're going to change somebody or something. It's within us that has to change. And when we start to change, then all of a sudden things start to happen for us in a very positive way. I used to kid my children all the time. And I know if you ask them, they know exactly what there is no spoon means, because whenever we run into big challenges, that's what I would say to them. Just remember, there is no spoon. Think outside of the box. Think differently about this. So in the digital age, now more than ever, it's providing connection. And it's kind of ironic, really, when you think about it, because it's something that we felt like it was taking us apart from our families and from really touching people's lives on an intimate way. And now it's the only thing that's really helping to keep us connected in a lot of ways. So it's very ironic that's happening. And we're actually, a lot of families are really coming together and being able to connect. And this is some of the ways that we can connect is online. So we have an amazing opportunity, even in a crisis, even in this pandemic, to change our story. And we can change our money story too. So if some of you are struggling or are feeling the struggle right now, we have opportunities to change that. So just like in the movie, when they got a choice, you can pick the blue pill and stay where you're at, or you could pick the red pill and discover some new opportunities.
What are you talking
about? Someone said, what are you talking about? Okay, the only thing is I could suggest is to watch the movie The Matrix, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. But let's move on to what digital assets really are. So digital assets, what do we mean by that? There's a lot of digital assets. There's a lot of materials, and it can be anything from photography, logos, illustrations, and animations, audiovisual media, presentations, spreadsheets, Word documents, electronic emails, websites. So we're encompassing a lot of things when we're talking about digital assets. But one thing that you do have to keep in mind, because I know everybody's kind of diving in online right now, but there are a lot of regulations attached to these things that we use. And that could take, all day just on one subject about the regulatory guidelines that you have to follow. So just suffice it to say that there are a lot of guidelines that you have to follow. So like when you go on Facebook, there's certain guidelines. When you use pictures, like when you see all the pictures that I'm using in my PowerPoint presentation, those I either got from free sources or I had to pay for those. Or you have to actually list where you got them when you're doing educational presentations. So please follow all the guidelines and make sure that you have all the releases. And we're going to be talking about using testimonials and some client testimonials, but you also have to make sure that you get consents from the clients and you get releases of photographs that you're using and all of that too. So you should make sure that that you have all of those, and you can Google those actually and download consent forms for your clients, but you should be following all those regulatory guidelines. So what does social media say about yourself? Most of all of you do have some sort of social media. You have some kind of presence. A lot of you are using Facebook, Instagram, all sorts of different platforms. So when you think about it now, some of you may not have been using them for your business. Some of them use them solely for their business. But you really have to take a look and see, what is that saying about you? How are you branding yourself? Because now more than ever, we're talking about not being able to do services. How are we going to continue to make money? We can do that online through retail sales. But then also when we get back to work, why not be able to continue that and double your income through retail sales? And improving your online presence is going to help you do that. So we need to take a look at, what does it look like now? What does your social media say about yourself right now? What is it saying about your business? Have you built a brand? Do you need professional help? Can you do it yourself? Maybe you have time now that you can work on that yourself, but there's all kinds of professional help out there too. Some of our associations, like the Association of Skincare Professionals, they have a lot of assets that you can use for free. So there are some free assets out there that can help you. There's all kinds of things that you can look up and Google, but sometimes it's really nice to have somebody that's a professional help you. And if things are going on with your social media or on your website, maybe you had some bad reviews. And I've had clients tell me that they've gotten a bad review and they have no idea who this person is. They've never been to, and they keep records of all of their accounts or their clients, and they don't even have a record of this person ever coming into the spa, but yet they wrote a bad review about them. And to get that off is really hard. And it only takes 1 or 2 bad reviews, and that kind of ruins your reputation, and it's really hard to get off. But there are different sites that you can go to, different companies that you can go to that can help you. So if you are in that situation, they can help you get back on track and help to build your company back in good standing. Also, they can help you reach the right market. It might be something that you're not reaching the right people. If you're thinking, okay, well, I really wanted to build, my acne market, and going to somebody that's a social media expert can help you target that particular market if you're trying to break into a new market. So this is something that I'm offering now too, as I'm expanding my services and my website. So my social media person is through digital marketing, and these are some of the things that she can offer. They have different packages and different programs. So if you need help with any of these things, from your Facebook management to targeting different markets to social media management, blogging, all of these things a professional can help you with. And for me, it's definitely so worth it to have somebody keep me organized and keep me on track. And as I said, there's lots of other avenues out there. There's lots of other companies. You can Google them. You can ask around for different companies to help you. And some of our associations also have this available and have a list of people that you could also, that they would recommend. But I've got a fantastic person. She also does social media. She actually started with, do you remember that, I think it's Cesar Romero, the dog whisperer? She does his social media as well. So she's very well versed in how to break into different markets. So when we're talking about, we talked about this last week too, just taking, check on your inventory, seeing where you're at with all of your inventory, because when we're talking about moving some of your retail products, you really need to know what you have first. Check on what slow movers you have, how we can maybe bundle them together, but just a reminder to take a look at your inventory. And then also, not only knowing what you have, how are you gathering your data? How are you gathering your inventory and keeping track of it? Are you using an older filing system, which is probably fine? If that works for you, then great. Or have you been able to update and use a new program? There's a lot of really cool programs for spas and medical spas, salons. So you can check into some of the different programs, but it's going to be really important, especially when you start to build your business. Like right now, it's probably very manageable, but if you start getting more involved in retailing and inventory sales with your products, you're going to be needing something that's going to help you keep track of everything. So making sure that you have a good program that'll not only help to track your retail products, but also track your clients. And then it also helps to track what your clients are actually purchasing. So it'll help to capture and retain those clients. And when we're talking about how can we build and expand on our retail, one of the best programs available that's out there is to do a membership program. You know, how are you going to compete with big box stores? How are you going to compete with online sales? And one of the best ways to do that, and all the accounts that are really doing well that I see have membership programs. So moving to a membership program, a lot of you might already have them, but if you don't, think about implementing them and doing like a monthly membership. And to get some ideas, you can go online and just look at somebody that already has them. You know, see what they're doing, see how they're implementing them, see what type of discounts they're offering, what type of additional bonuses that they're giving people to have a monthly membership. So one of the other things you can do is a virtual consult. You would start with a virtual consult and then create a program of home care. And we know that 80 to 90% of the person's results are going to be what they're doing at home. So moving into virtual consults is really a smart thing to do right now. And then offering monthly incentives. So it's just as easy to sell a series of treatments as it is one treatment. And it's just as easy to sell a series of home care products rather than just a one-time thing. And I know a lot of you are just kind of scurrying right now, you know, helping people with their products at home, taking advantage of those facial kits, which is really great. But at the same time, if you can talk them into just signing up for a monthly membership and giving them some type of incentive to auto ship their orders. Auto shipping is the future. That is the way to go. If you look at any of the established businesses that are already out there, that's exactly what they're doing. There's spas that do this really well already now, putting them on that monthly membership, sending them auto ship products, knowing, okay, they're typically going to be out of this particular serum in about 3 months, and then you're going to auto ship in another 3 months that same serum. Or you can include different bonuses and, you know, add on specials. I've seen that too. I love that idea too. That always gets me when they're saying, okay, this is what's coming in your monthly shipment, but for a discount, you could add on like a mask or another specialty item or a bath product. So that's a nice way to incentivize as well with your membership programs. So you are the coach, you know, you are helping to coach people along. So you're taking more of a coach approach, and especially online. So now you're really stepping up your coaching experience online with your client. You can connect with them as well on a monthly basis. And that's something that they may not have done. I read a statistic the other day, and people think that clients are coming in pretty regular, but on average, in the average spa, clients are only coming in twice a year. On average, if you take all of the clients, you're only looking at twice a year. And people that implemented the membership program were able to increase that from twice a year up to 4 to 5 times a year. So it really is a great way to go, and you can connect with people. You can actually see more people in a day on the internet than you could if they had come into your spa. So now you're able to see even more clients, and you have more potential of making more money on your retail sales. So how do people see you? Well, their first impression now, especially more than ever, the first impression is through your social media or your website. Now, I would definitely invest in a website, because that's where you want all of that information to go. You can't put a lot of what you want to say and a lot of different assets on social media. That'll help to promote you. I'm not saying not to do that. You definitely need all these different platforms, but your website is going to become even more important than ever. When you're selling through on products and you have your membership programs, this is where people can go to sign up. This is where they can send their friends to go and sign up to be part of your membership program. So your website is super important, and that's your first impression. So you've got to have some kind of landing page. If you don't have a logo, think about a logo, a business card, which could be electronic now, a blog. Think about adding a blog to your site, things that would draw people into your site. You want them to visit your site just like you want them to visit your spa. You want them to be able to come back and visit your site often. So maybe it's time you update it to reflect the new offerings that you have. So think about updating your website. Now, the ASCP also has free landing pages that you can utilize. So if you're a member, you can get free access, and you can also get free help. So that's a great way to go too. And websites are very inexpensive now. So if you're looking for something that's very inexpensive just to get you going, you can certainly do that. You can Google that, or go to some of your associations, and they can certainly help you or get discounts with that. But through my website, I do have a fantastic marketing person, Monique Prechtel. She is my daughter, but she did get a degree in graphic design and fine art. So she does an incredible job. So if you're ready to really step up your website, if you'd like to talk to her about marketing, digital marketing, so I've got the social media person and a web person through New Med Concepts that you can contact as well. And she is awesome. And you probably don't realize this because we're in North Carolina, and all my business through Image is only North Carolina. But I get business from all over the world on some of my other products that I sell outside of Image. And it's because I have such a fantastic website. And when she gets done with revamping this, it's going to be even more amazing. But I get people from all over the world all asking me all the time, who does my web work? And that's how they were attracted to me. And that's the other thing with your sales too. Now with Image, I just want to mention with Image, when you're drop shipping, you can only drop ship. They'll only allow you to do that within North Carolina. But if you have other things to sell, I mean, you're open to a global market. So think about how we're connecting with your clients, whether it's through phone, through social media, and a lot of people forget the power of the phone too. And if you're interested, I have a script that I can send you that can help guide you through what to say to people when you're calling to check in on them. So I have all of this background information. I have everything that you need to be super successful. So if anyone would like that script, just email me and I'd be happy to send you the phone script. And basically it just helps to give you some guidelines of the questions to ask clients, how to engage with clients. Don't forget the power of texting. There's all kinds of services out there. There are some free texting services, but again, you got to watch your regulations because you don't want to spam people. I pay for my texting. Some of you have seen my texting. Texting can be very expensive. Different companies, it's probably my most expensive form of advertising that I have. But a lot of people like that convenience, and they can opt in and they can opt out of it. So don't forget the power of phone, not just social media, but especially now connecting over the phone and connecting in text. There's a lot of different platforms when you're looking at online and doing your virtual consults. You're going to need to do something online. So you can do that through Facebook Live, but these are some other programs, some other platforms that you can use with your through your computer. So right now we're on Zoom, but there's GoToMeeting, Adobe Connect, Google Hangouts, On24, WebEx, Test Your Tech. There's all sorts of platforms out there, and they're all different price range. This is something I definitely would encourage everyone to do if you haven't done this yet already, to go ahead and set this up. So just like our live events, a lot of you have hosted parties and events, and it's a great way for your clients to connect. You can still do that online. So hosting a webinar, sometimes they can be educational type webinars about a new product. You can do master classes. You can even demo, show on your own face, what to do with the products at home. You can have question and answer panels, interviews with celebrities if you have any celebrity friends, or somebody that specializes. Maybe you want to talk about nutrition, and you have one of your clients that's a nutritionist. Team up with them to do something, or maybe someone that is into physical fitness and is a trainer. Maybe teaming up with them to do an actual virtual event. So you can do bigger things too, like you could pull together a little trade show or like a little trunk show. If you have other products that you're selling, you can hook up with virtually with some of your other vendors and collaborate and do a company-wide gathering. You could have direct access to the speaker individually, or you can bring in groups. So there's a lot of fun things that you can do. Image is actually going to be coming out with how to host a virtual event as well. Years ago, I've also had on my blog, you can go back into my archives and see how to host a successful event. Now, those were for live events, but really those are ideas that you can use and do the same thing online. So taking different themes, different product themes, and hosting them online. So we have a lot of these assets already in plain sight. You can go to my website and you can share any of the assets that I have on my website on the blog. Image has a ton of assets. I'm going to review those in just a minute. And you can Google, but just don't forget, remember your regulatory guidelines and making sure that it's okay to borrow pictures, photographs. Social media, you can also borrow from social media, has all kinds of assets. Again, just making sure that you're following regulations. And client testimonials, those are some of the best. Showing before and after pictures, having your clients come on and just do a little video for you. But making sure that these are all things at our fingertips, but making sure that we have people sign off for all of those things. So now with Image, they have a ton of assets right now. They are really accumulating a lot online. So you can go online to their website. You can also, if you haven't discovered this yet, please go in and go into the imagerelay.com. That takes a different password. Just go ahead and sign up for that, and that'll give you all of the marketing tools, the graphics, videos, everything in there that's in the Image Relay, you don't have to worry about. That's already pre-approved. You can use anything from that relay online. So you can add that to your website. You can add it to social media. I think the only thing they ask is not advertising pricing on your website. You can advertise all the products, but you just can't advertise, like have a shopping cart. You can promote specials and promotions, just don't have a shopping cart. So one of the first things that that Image has is on their site, when you go into their website, is the ability to purchase the facial kits. Now you can get these at a 15% discount. You can also use the inventory that you have at home, and then just anything that you don't have to create a kit for your clients, you can have drop shipped to your clients. So anything that's $25 or more is free shipping right now with Image. And that's not, your clients aren't going to see that, only you know that. So if you'd like to say to your clients, I can give you free shipping with $75 or more, or $50 or more, you could certainly help to upsell them and get them to purchase more products up front and for the free shipping. But you do get $25 or more, you do get free shipping on any.
Hey Gail, isn't like the website for the customer though offering free shipping on anything though? Like when they go to the website?
Yeah, they might be. They might be.
I think that they are. Like no matter what you buy, it's free shipping. Because I remember thinking, because I had to add something to a lady's cart, like a trial kit,
Right.
to get the free shipping, because I'd already told her it was free shipping. And then when I went to go buy it, it was like $10. And I was like, well, I might as well just get her a trial kit for 12, and then I have to pay the $10 anyway,
Right.
because they were offering the free shipping on anything.
Yes. Well, if they've done that, then they probably gave you a special too. And I don't know what that is yet. I haven't checked today. Because typically they try and make that even for the esthetician too, on the professional side. So I know they were not offering that free shipping until you just told me, because before it was $25 or more on the consumer side. So if they added it, I don't know if they've got anything. That's a good question. They might. I don't know. I'll have to check on that. Sorry, Laura, that I don't have that answer.
Oh, that's fine. I just
That's a
thought
good
it
question.
was just kind of
Yeah.
funny that it was like $25 for us, but then they could buy the
But
exact
then they
same
could get,
thing,
are you
and it
sure
was
it
free
wasn't
shipping no
25
matter.
no matter what?
Yeah, it was because I tried it, and so like I put like a lip balm
Right,
in my cart and went to go like check out, and it
right.
was free shipping. But when I went to put a lip balm in mine, it was $10 shipping.
When was that?
Probably like last week when I was doing some
Really?
drop ships, because I was like,
I'll
well,
have to check on that.
if they're
Yeah,
paying the same price,
I know.
why
Sorry.
that doesn't make any sense to me.
No. No, it's not always perfect. That's for
Mhm.
sure. And unfortunately, but I don't know what to tell you on that one. I'll have to double check and see. But that's a good point to bring up with Image. But they are working really hard. I know I've never seen them work so fast in my life. In the 11 years I've been with them, I've never seen them work so hard and so fast in getting information out for the professional. They're really trying to support them. They know that they're selling online directly to consumers. They've been doing that forever, for a long time. But they've also tried to hold it professional too, and give you different benefits, and opening up drop ship for you as well, were some added benefits that we didn't have before. So they've added a lot of education, a lot more assets. Everything's already done for you. Like this little ad on the right here, you don't have to create that. They've already done it for you. So their marketing team has really done a lot, especially in this last month. I've never seen anything like it so fast. They have dropped so much information and graphics into your relay for you to use that's ready to go, that you don't have to pay for. Because this is time consuming. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but it's very time consuming creating ads, getting the right graphics, making sure you got free graphics or paying for graphics, making sure everything's okay. There's a lot that goes into it. So that these are things that they're doing to help. The virtual consult, that's downloadable. That's already in electronic editable form. To create that online would have taken me a week. It's already done. So you can go to Image, it's already editable. It's ready for you to use online and to transfer to your clients, and they can fill it out and then email it back to you. So you can use that. You can start doing your virtual consultations through Facebook or through Zoom, some type of platform. Also, I just wanted to mention the protocols. So you have all of this available that you can, this is already, the graphic is there that you can use on your site or to send to your client. And then you also have the protocol. So you can download this and send it to your client either electronically, or you could print that off, put it in there, put it in the mail if you prefer to do that. But all of this is available. All your other backup assets like this, 3 easy steps in the morning, 3 easy steps at night, taking you back to basics for the client. These are things to help. Any kind of visual helps to double your sales. So if you're adding this as you're going through your consult and explaining to your clients, you can, instead of just looking at your face all the time, you could pop this up and say, okay, this, you know, this is an example, 3 easy steps in the morning, 3 easy steps at night. I pulled together a 4-product regime program for you, or a 6-product regime program, whatever it might be, and take them through the steps. And you can send that for them as a reminder of what to do. Because again, we take all this stuff, we know this, but sometimes the simple things clients, they don't get. This isn't their thing. This isn't their specialty. So it helps when you have guidelines. Just a little reminder of all of the assets. We have so many products, and you can use so many of these products in different ways. So you might be able to break into body products now that you never used before. The foundations, you could do a really cool little tutorial on applying, you know, I use like at least 4 different colors in my foundations every day just to have a different look. But there's tons of tutorials for you to gather on the Image website. And you can use any of these graphics. Again, lots of graphics to tell your clients that you're doing virtual consultations, that you're already set up and ready to go. I don't know how many of you have been on the VIP, the Facebook group, but Image does have a Facebook group, and you can get a lot of different ideas. I know a couple weeks ago, one of the girls was saying that she had got some great tips from other estheticians on the site. So that's another way to get more information. So if you haven't tried it, they do have contests, they have trivia, they have all kinds of little videos, and that's kind of another way to get more digital assets. And again, expanding opportunities, start thinking about other products to add to your regime, to your website and your programs, your offerings for your clients, looking outside the box. I do have other products like the LifeWave technology. That's something that you can sell anywhere in the world, globally, and that is a beautiful energy product using light energy that clients can use, and you can incorporate that with your treatments. So some other things, think about adding some other things to what you already have to expand your sales. So just a quick recap. Mindset is everything. There is no spoon. Keep your regulatory guidelines in mind. Refresh your brand. Think about new ways, new offerings that you can add to what you already have. Check your inventory, see how maybe you can bundle that together a little bit differently, taking your slow movers and bundling them, making sure that you're tracking all of your data, making sure that everything that you're selling, everything that's going out the door, that you're attaching it to that particular client so that you can go back and see what's selling, what's working for that person, what's not. Having that data system is so helpful in helping you grow your business in so many different ways. But just updating, refreshing the ways that you're communicating, making sure that you are communicating on all different platforms, social media, and logging into the company website to get some of this support and ideas.
I've been reaching out to existing clients via text, just checking in, asking them how they're doing, and trying to make it more personalized and sincere, not just like I'm reaching out trying to pad my bank account or anything, just, you know, trying to show concern for their circumstances and stuff too, because, you know, they may be out of work or may have reduced hours, or just, you know, be trying to homeschool the kids now, or just all those types of things, and just kind of just continuing the relationship from a more personal standpoint, so that when things do get up and running again, they'll think of me and say, you know, she really, you know, took the time to check on me, and, you know, seemed sincere and concerned, and, you know, hopefully they'll remember that when they can start doing things again.
Yeah, no, that's super smart. That really is a great way to do it. And, you know, and it's from the heart, and that's what you're trying to do. You're just trying to reach out and connect, but also too professionally, you know, offering them the availability of all these different things that you have.
Right.
I think they appreciate it. Absolutely. I think that's great. And that's, you know, the script I was telling you about, that's really basically what's in that script too. It's just checking in on them, seeing how they're doing, and then just letting them know what you have available. All right.
Well, thanks again, Gail.
Yeah, thank you so much. I love that. I'm going to have to check into those virtual backgrounds. That's cool.
It's very simple to do. They have some to choose from if you click on the option for the virtual background, but you can also pull from your camera roll, which is what I did. That's one of the pictures that I took when we were on our cruise and we were in port and
Oh, nice. So that was an actual photograph that you took.
yes, the one in
Yeah.
my background is.
Yeah. Nice. That's very cool. Well, excellent. Well, I appreciate you taking time out. And if you need anything in between time, please let me know. You know, I'm growing myself and trying different things. I'm working on my social media, and I'm hoping that I get better at that too. So we're all learning together. I watched a video of what I did that I had sent out to the businesses, and I thought, oh my gosh, I look terrible. I sound so stressed out. I was so nervous, but you know, it's just getting started. You know, it's just getting out there, trying something a little different, and that's all we can do. And I think people understand and they appreciate it, and then we just get better and better at it.
Well, and that's the thing. I actually watched a webinar yesterday with a gal who was saying the same thing about people having trouble getting on and doing Facebook Lives or doing the live videos. She said it's really important for us to do in this day and age, and especially in our industry. And she said that's the one thing that people have to realize, that you can't achieve perfection immediately. You just need to get it done.
Right.
She said over time you will become more comfortable with it. She said, but the thing is just really getting started and getting it done.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, and I think there's so many of us in the same boat, you know, and it's nice to have that support from your clients too. You know, just positive reinforcement. And not
Definitely.
everybody's going to love you. You know, it's just the way of the world, and not every client's going to respond how we want them to respond, or think what we're doing is all great, but then there's going to be the ones that really do, you know, and that's what makes it worth it. Even one person that gets something out of it that we've helped to make look better, feel better, take a little stress out of their life, you know, then that's worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you so much. It was great seeing you all, and I appreciate it. And you guys have a great week. I'm here if you need anything. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week.
Okay, you too. Thanks.
All right. Take care.
Have a good
Bye-bye.
week.
Yes, you too.